Greasefang versus Isa. Yeah, this is okay. Gonna kick off with the Stitcher. A Greasefang. What is the opponent running? Ooh, a Recommission. However, no other good targets yet, so I'm actually just gonna pass. Could have attacked, but I was thinking the opponent might flash something in and then I can block, but they would have flashed in a flyer most likely, so could have gotten in for damage there probably. Huh. Sure. Okay, I need to clean up. I'm gonna do the 2 gazes because the gazes can actually help me get lands. Okay, well that's a land, and then ooh my. A land and then draw into the mending, but now just drawing a land. No, I'll put the mending on top and then cast it immediately. Perfect. Okay, no need to do the other gaze. Do this, cast it immediately, because I know I will draw into the land, which I can then play. Even though it's the black-white one, so I won't be able to play any further spells, but yeah, I think this was okay. And this time around I'm actually going to attack, so yeah, I should have done that last turn, but that's fine. Okay, now past the turn, I have a good target for Recommission. Okay, here comes the memory, so the opponent's probably, or definitely the, yeah, Phoenix deck. So I need to be fast. Alright, let's go for Recommission onto the Oculus. And perfect, I can even counter with Stubborn Denial if the opponent does Spell Pierce or something. And now the Stubborn Denial is actually even a hard counter. And pass. So at least I'll get the Manifest by using that Stubborn Denial. And now I have Parhelion in the graveyard as well. But the opponent is definitely also able to do some very potent and swingy shenanigans. Potent shenanigans. Swingy, kind of. They can swing back in force. 1 treasure cruise into some stuff, some phoenixes. But with as long as the Oculus is on the table and doesn't get removed or bounced, I'm pretty good. At this point, if they bounce it, I can replay it, but I mean, if they keep bouncing it, then I have a problem too. Treasure Cruise is beautiful, and it's the perfect shell for it in the deck. Oh, the memory is gonna... Yeah, that's gonna make this huge. And it flies, so I cannot use the manifests to jump block. Okay. So missing the eidetic memory trigger here, which would have put many counters onto that creature. Oh, 2 phoenixes? Okay, sure. Oh, now they do get them. Oh man, this is brutal. Okay, but... Yeah, now I can even create the flyers to jump block. So that was a perfect draw. Okay, putting the opponent to 5. Yeah, I think I have to just... Next turn I can use Faithful Mending from the graveyard with flashback and put the 2 vehicles into the graveyard, but let's see what happens here first. I can jump block if I need to. And I do have lethal next turn in a multitude of ways. So I just need to survive here at 22 life total. Alright, that's a tapped creature, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about the angels. Alright, well that's pretty good news for me, I think. Now they have 1 mana left. Treasure Cruise? No, okay. Alright, here comes the phoenixes, and they're gonna... One of them is gonna be huge, but... Probably, right? Because of the memory? Okay, no. I see, huh. They're keeping them back. They keep blocking with them. Okay. What can we do? Huh. That's pretty annoying, actually. I'm not getting through. And blocking, they can actually take out one of my angels, which I don't want to happen. So I'm actually just gonna pass here. And then use the Faithful Mending, maybe? End of turn. To draw 2 cards and get rid of 2 cards which I don't want to have in my hand. It has 17 cards left. I have another Stubborn Denial also, if I need to use that. Opponent could mill. They're already at 12 cards only, so they need to close the game as well. The memory only works when you draw a lot of cards in that turn, so... I'm gonna probably... Yeah, I'll denial that. Do want to protect these angels. They are my line of defense here. Sure, I can't prevent this one. Alright, so I am surviving barely here at this stage. How much is that gonna be? Ah, okay, not that great actually. Okay, nice. Well, let's block one of them and take quite a chunk of damage. Now the opponent's gonna play one of those. Okay. And I will use this. Anything I want to get back into my hand? There's no... There's a Skysovereign. Perfect. I think that will clear it up. Okay. Victory. That was some maneuvering. The opponent did get back pretty well. And at this point, there is the victory. Okay, I did draw Greasefang very conveniently twice in that game, so definitely a little bit of luck on my side there. Yeah, alright. A victory, first game today. Esper Greasefang. On to the next game. Esper Greasefang versus PBS. Alright, what have we got? Okay, this Faithful Mending is good. Getting 2 yeah, this is a decent hand. 2 fast lands, turn 1 Gaze. So I'm gonna have to start with the Darkslick Shores. Always be careful which land you start with. Oh, that's okay. Also have the option to Stubborn Denial if I do really need to. Okay, I'll take the Shores, huh? Yeah. And then also the Denial for later. Super careful here. I have to play this, otherwise I won't be able to Faithful Mending. Mending is an instant, so that's fine. You can wait. Always be careful what's sorcery and what's an instant. Yeah, just the basic stuff, you know. Sometimes you or I forget. Or especially when I'm playing with cards that I'm playing with for the first time. Always double check. Okay, gonna take another hit. The opponent is not super aggressive for being a red deck, in my opinion. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, Devotion to red. Create Exciter. Okay. Okay, well, but now we are gonna Parhelion. So there's the Greasy. Attack and leave behind 2 angels. Okay, so that was probably the ideal sequencing. that I could hope for. Yeah, I'll trade with that. Let's double check this. If that thing has like first strike or something like that, you know, gotta be careful. They can pump it potentially, but okay, I'm happy to trade. It's fine. And yeah, the next Parhelion in the graveyard is gonna win anyway, so... Okay, well, that was smooth, and that's how this deck hopes to pull things off every single time. But we don't live in an ideal world, do we? But that would be boring, so I'm happy that we live in this one. Okay, on to the next game. Esper Greasefang versus Storm Cauldron. Okay, lands, yes. Yeah, this works. Alright, mono red. Not really what I wanted to mill there, but fair enough. I'm gonna block here no matter what. So that was a good supplier. There's an Oculus. Alright, gonna pass the turn, I'm gonna mend. The reason I want to mend is I want to find land, for one, and then I want to potentially ditch, if I draw into a reanimation spell, I'll ditch the Oculus. But yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here, which is... I can't really do anything against it. I could counter that, but then I'm just not progressing myself. So this, yeah, this hurts a lot. I have to hit something now, or the game's over. Wait a minute, I have to play the Oculus at this point, so I'm gonna ditch one of these and the Supplier. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still, I'm very at risk here. Very at risk. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, that was so good. I cannot do this, right? Then I go to 1, but I am gonna do it like this. I have a mending, right? So I can gain some life. Let's do that. Discarding this. How much do I have in the graveyard? Oh, that will be back to 5, right? Definitely not attacking. There's my Greasefang, so I just need to survive a little longer, which is gonna be tough. And the Greasefang's gonna have to block, unfortunately. Okay, well, GG. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I could have done too much differently there. That was just a little bit too fast for me. Not really able to stabilize. I think against mono red sometimes you just have to have Greasefang on 3 with Parhelion. Okay, well, that's fine. A loss here in between. Okay, on to the next game. Esper Greasefang versus the Beemeister. Sure. Okay, they got the axe. Double strike. 3 equip, so this is not that brutal. It's just a free artifact on turn 1, so... Alright, let's go for the Seachrome Coast, because I do need white. And pass the turn. Alright, there's an Oculus already in the graveyard, so that's good. Just need to find a reanimation spell. Blocking that, because that forces the opponent to target the hero here at this point. Otherwise the hero will die. Sure. Does that give... trample? I hope it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, well that was the pump pretty much wasted. Alright, well, way too many lands here. Another one. Okay, play this while it's untapped. And gonna have to pass and then try Faithful Mending one more time. I can also Stubborn Denial something, but the opponent has to be tapped out, basically, and then the opponent will still get all these triggers, Prowess and Valiant triggers. Mono Red giving me a hard time again here. They can also equip with the Leyline Axe, but they might be hesitant to do so with my mana being open. Okay, going to the attack phase, so not gonna go for the axe. Well, I'm just gonna not do anything. Okay, well, I'm happy to take 3. And then now mend. Mend. Faithful Mending. Sure. Let's use this one. Get rid of these 2 lands. Okie dokie. There's the Recommission. What do we have in the graveyard? The Greasefang or the Oculus? Gonna go for the Oculus. Because I don't have any Alright, play this tapped and then have Stubborn Denial up. Always want to put the cards that have flashback into the graveyard, of course. Those can prove to be valuable in the following turns, potentially. Now, the Oculus is not safe. The opponent just 1 pump and a trade would be possible. The axe is also a big problem. So that's a 4/4 with double strike, so I'm gonna have to double block that thing. And it has trample, so I'm gonna double block that. Oh, damn. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, well, at least able to get rid of that. But now I'm kind of blank. But I can play a Prankster. See what I draw. Okay, that's not. It's mediocre because I don't have targets for it in the graveyard, and I don't have the option to play this plus something else. So I'm just gonna have to play it as a big guy here, and just block with it. It's a 4/3 after all, so it's not too bad. I have Stubborn Denial up, which I might want to use at this point. Don't know how many more good uses I'm gonna get from it. God damn it. Okay, well that's... I'm gonna take a chunk here, but fine. Okay, that's a good that's a decent Stubborn Denial, I would say. Problem is the trample, huh? So what am I gonna do? What on earth am I gonna do? I don't have 5 mana for this yet. Okay. I'm probably gonna mend. Discarding. An Oculus in my hand is actually okay. I can cast it next turn, so that's fine. I'm just gonna ditch these two here. And actually, I have to play this guy like this. This is tough. This is quite tough. The Leyline Axe is giving me a time now. A tough time. Okie dokie. So if I double block, they will first strike damage the Prankster. And then double strike the Greasefang. So everything will die on my side. If they they will first strike the Greasefang, of course. And then the Greasefang will not do the damage. So, but do I have to double block, right? I cannot take too much trample damage here. If that thing attacks twice, if they get Delirium, this game is pretty much over. Oh, that's terrible too. So I think I'm pretty much dead here. But let's try. Okay, next turn I have the Parhelion, but can I survive until next turn? I don't really think so. The Arcanist is gonna pump the fear, and then it's just gonna be huge. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so I can 6 first strike damage, so I can double block this, but if I have to, and then I'm still gonna take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm still alive. Still alive. No, I'm not. What? How did I calculate there? Okay, that was trample damage too. Okay, no, I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to meet mono red at the moment. Why? Well, let's hope for the best in the final game and hope to at least go 3-2 today. Esper Greasefang versus Doshide. Yes, I have the Mending to get rid of these two and put them in the graveyard. Okay. Looking good. I have good land situation. Oh my god. Okay, well that's good. Okay, I got the turn 3. But the opponent is also... but I think my turn 3 should be able to beat theirs. Even though I'm one step behind. Okay. Faithful Mending, discarding the Sovereign and the Oculus. No. Use the Coast so that I can Faithful Mending. Don't want to go for the Gaze, because oh, but this is the Sovereign. Well, and not the crazy one, but okay. I'm still gonna discard it. Oh, and there's the Parhelion. Okay, well that makes everything much better. Alright, got the... Got the start I wanted! Okay, so against non-mono reds, this is how it's done. Okay, I mean, this is what the deck can do. If you do have the turn 3 Greasefang into Parhelion, it's very difficult for the opponent to come back. Except even mono red, because they kill so fast. But yeah, that's kind of what you're going for. And the Oculus is kind of a plan B. And everything else is just, yeah, discarding, getting things in the graveyard, finding stuff, and then throw in some Stubborn Denials for some counter magic. But alright, there you have it. Esper Greasefang. Didn't do too well against mono red today, but generally I think this deck is, yeah, it's definitely up there. It's always gonna be tier 1 or just close to tier 1, tier 2, something like that. It's always gonna be somewhere in the meta. So always good to know about it. Even if it's just when you play against it. But enough of me rambling on again. As usual, thanks for watching. Have fun. See you in the arena, and peace.